wrinkles should merely indicate where the smiles have been. Always do right. This will gratify some people and astonish the rest. The more I know people, the more I love my dog. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Dance like no one is watching. Sing like no one is listening. Love like you've never been hurt, and live like it's heaven on earth. Loyalty to country always. Loyalty to the government when it deserves it. Do not complain about growing old. It is a privilege denied to many. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read. It's better to keep your mouth closed and let people think you are a fool, rather than open it and remove all doubt. The secret to getting ahead is getting started. What gets us into trouble isn't what we don't know. It's what we know for sure that just ain't so. When I was 14 years old, I was surprised at how little my father knew about life. When I was 21, I was surprised at how much he'd learned in 7 years. I'm not afraid of death. I was dead for millions of years before I was born, and it never troubled me at all. The people who are really great are not those who try to belittle your ambitions, but those who make you feel that you too can become great. God invented war so that Americans would learn geography. Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful of your life. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Forgiveness is the scent of the violet which is shed upon the heel of the boot that crushes it. To get the full value of joy, you must have someone to divide it with. Sometimes I wonder whether the world is being run by smart people who are putting us on or by imbeciles who really mean it. Everyone is a moon and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. I've never wished death on any man, but I have read many obituaries with great pleasure. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Don't tell the truth to those who are not worthy of it. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. Religion was invented when the first con man met the first fool. Of all the things I've lost, I miss my mind the most. Marriage is a young man's disaster and an old man's comfort. You meet people who forget you. You forget people you meet. But sometimes you meet that people you can't forget. Those are your friends. It's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Stay away from people who belittle your ambitions. Politicians and diapers must be changed often, and for the same reason. Knowledge becomes wisdom only after it has been put to good use. I never let schooling interfere with my education. If someone can't handle you at your worst, they don't deserve you at your best. There's lies, damned lies, and statistics. Don't wrestle with pigs. You both get dirty and the pig likes it. Never argue with stupid people. They'll drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. Beware of reading too much into a medical text. You might die of a misprint. If you want to see the dregs of society, go down to the prison and watch the changing of the guard. It's not what you don't know that gets you in trouble. It's what you know for sure that just ain't so. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. I've lived through some terrible things in my life, some of which actually happened. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If your vote mattered, they wouldn't let you do it. May you always keep your youth. There is no sadder thing than a young pessimist, except an old optimist. Man is the only animal that blushes, or needs to. The man with a new idea is a crank until the idea succeeds. A full belly is little worth where the mind is starved. The lack of money is the root of all evil. A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. All good things arrive unto them that wait, and don't die in the meantime. There is nothing in the world like persuasive speech to fuddle the mental apparatus. We ought never to do wrong when people are looking. Honor is a harder master than law. Clothes do not merely make the man. Clothes are the man. Nothing so needs reforming as other people's habits. Character is the architect of achievements. Which quote is your favorite? Comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.